So the Carolina Hurricanes, remarkably efficient. The first team to advance this Cup final in just 13 games. No more than one loss since the playoff format changed to all best-of-7 series in 1986-87. They were stingy coming into this game, 1.67 goals against per game, tied for the fourth lowest ever in a single playoff year. But they are taking care of business, doing so relentlessly. And relentless really feels like one of the words. You mentioned it, Hicks, in the highlight there, under pressure. The pressure that Carolina put on Montreal, you never really saw the Habs with the puck. I feel like if it was football, it was time of possession, it'd be like 42 minutes for the Carolina Hurricanes. That pressure was relentless on Montreal.
Yeah, and for Carolina, it's been this way for a while. Mm-hmm. You get coaching philosophy meets the personnel, the bodies that you put together, the way that they can all skate. When I look at Carolina, it's the most connected team in the NHL, and they check well. What I mean by that is not body check. It means someone's in your face. When that puck is going to the next guy, someone's already on him. It's a full-time job being a defenseman on this team because you're always skating up to that next check, to where the puck could go. If you're a forechecker, it's the same thing, and it wears teams down. Then you see these cracks, the 3-0 goal, the 4-0 goal. You have enough of it, and you try to take some chances, and maybe what's different in this year than years past for the Carolina Hurricanes, they're an outstanding rush team. They weren't that before. They were a volume hockey team that checked extremely well. Now they got that finishing ability as well. Rod Brind'Amour, one heck of a job. And then you look at the people that he has, still some guys that he can get going right there. But these guys are fun to watch. I wouldn't want to play them. They played this way for about a decade. As a defenseman, you hate it. As a winger, someone's on your back. As a centerman, you've got tough matchups with really responsible players. They've got everything going right now. Outstanding, clearly the class of the East.
Well, I'll tell you what, in previous years, they played the same system. Everybody knows. They don't have a lot of rookies playing it, but they've only had the Aho line in the playoffs. Now they've got the Stankoven line and Taylor Hall and Jackson Blake. I think they've scored 17 or 18 goals right now. And, I mean, that is added and taken pressure off of everybody. And they've got that duo of lines that can score. And another thing, when Vegas won the Cup, the last time, they averaged all four lines 11 minutes. Now, I was looking at something today. Their fourth line is averaging over 10 minutes a game. So their balance is just as good as what Vegas's was. So that's what's going to make this one of the great series of all time.
Yeah, 5-on-5 goals by the line in the playoffs. I mean, that is unbelievable that you get 6 times more goals from your second line than from your top line. And again, it goes to that depth and that balance. But that's pretty extraordinary how good the second line is. And I know at home, again, as a coach, you're looking at matchups going, okay, I can put guys on the ice. But even on the road, these guys were dominant.
Yeah, like what do you say? Like, I mean, okay, yeah, they've scored goals this game, but we're still going to check Aho's line more than these guys. And you put the best two defensemen against Aho. I bet you Montreal had to switch that up a couple times because it wasn't a fluke. You might have thought the first series was a fluke, Stankoven getting all those goals, but as it keeps going and going and going, it's not a fluke anymore. That line is playing better than any line that Carolina has.
It's remarkable. Even the most goals in a single playoff year. Brind'Amour back in 06 was unbelievable. Stahl, obviously, and there is Logan Stankoven, Whitney, Stahl, Corey Stillman, again, all-time great Hurricanes. Again, it goes back to that chemistry. They played for a while, but, I mean, they just have a nose for the net, these guys.
Yeah, they crash the net. They jam. You look at the first goal. You look at the way they scored. Taylor Hall, how many times has he been in the paint, banging one in, but a new, I don't want to say an evolution, but we think of playoff time when you get to the conference finals as I want my big, strong centerman. We need to be deep down the middle. We need to have range and size. Stankoven, he hasn't played the position his entire career in the NHL. He's your second-line centerman. Jackson Blake, he's not a big guy at all. He's small. Taylor Hall, he's got decent size, but he's not a big guy by any means.
No.
It's a different type of second line that they're throwing out. And same for the first line. Svechnikov's a bull, but the other guys, in Aho and Jarvis, not really big guys, and then they get that size and added speed with Stahl and Ehlers. It's such a good group, but I can't wait to see how they match up against Vegas, especially the shutdown ability of those top forwards on Vegas. As good as they are offensively, they're going to find the matchup that they want. I would assume, well, you could go either way with Eichel or with Karlsson and guys with that Selke pedigree that play the wing, which is a rarity in Stone and Marner. So a bit of a chess match coming up.
We just had that graphic there in terms of shot disparity. And listen, I have the greatest respect for hockey players and coaches, Bruce. I get it. But fans at home are going to say, Why didn't Montreal shoot the puck more? Why didn't they get more pucks on net? To that, you would say what?
Well, I mean, Marty's not dummy. He saw the same thing.
Right.
And he wanted more shots all the time. But every time they got the puck, there was somebody in their face. And when they didn't get the puck, they wanted to make the perfect play. And I think that becomes a problem. Like, I mean, I really think they should have, anytime they were inside the blue line, they should have shot the puck at the net and went to the net, at least till they got their confidence and could look up and the shots on goal weren't 13-1 or 13-2. And I think that got to them a little bit. But Carolina's speed and tenacity was the reason they didn't have shots. They had no time to make plays or anything all night long.
Because to that point, I feel like the Habs aren't a dump and chase team. It's not like their big physical forward is going to go there at crest. So you have to have puck possession, but if you lose that puck, all of a sudden, then it goes back the other way. So I don't know how Marty could have fixed it. But your point is just shooting it from the blue and just get it in.
Like, I mean, you to me, you just wanted to get it in and get it on shots. When I was coaching, if we didn't have a shot by the 8-minute mark of the period, I would be saying, whenever you get the puck, wherever you get it, break that, get a shot on goal, because the defensive team, they sit there and they take, the longer it goes, the stronger they get, because they don't want to allow you any shots. It looks great for them if they get 10, 12 shots on goal. But so I would have shot from everywhere. I mean, I've seen Montreal with 2-on-1s and stuff, and they were still trying to make the perfect plays. Yeah. I would have wanted to shoot and go to the net, and that's the mentality I think they would have had to have. But they couldn't, because they never were real free like this series before.
And something I always appreciate from defensemen, and Hicks, you can speak to this, is when there's traffic in front, being able to get that shot from the point through. That seemed like another big challenge to this Montreal team.
Yeah, it really was. And to your point, Bruce, I mean, I think a big part of it, what every team realizes, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know who's going to the Stanley Cup. I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina holds a shot advantage every single game. Like, I wouldn't at all. That's their DNA. It's their bread and butter. But the reason why teams like Montreal don't get shots is you can't get anything going through the neutral zone. You're not coming up with speed. Right. We talked about the checking of Carolina, and at every single stage, there's someone in your face. You've got great skating defensemen. You don't really have an opportunity to do it. Maybe you got to shoot through a defenseman just to get it on a goaltender who's playing really well. It's not so much the lack of shots, it's the lack of opportunities to shoot. And to your point, you can't pass up anything that you do get because it's going to be scarce.